want to get back to that breaking news we're following in Inglewood, a large commercial fire. And Mark, it honestly looks worse than the last time we checked in just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Sheba, to be honest, this does not look like this is going in the right direction for LA County firefighters. What you're seeing here is a commercial structure, a business near Century Boulevard and Hawthorne in Inglewood, and you can see all of that very black smoke that has just started coming out of this structure in about the last 5 minutes. Now, Sheba, one of the important facts that we have just learned here from LA County Fire is they have identified the possible type of business that's in there, and they're calling it a possible marijuana dispensary. And as a result, they are asking for health hazmat teams to arrive here because they believe there may be some chemicals inside of that dispensary that are burning here, and they want to make sure that hazmat is contained right now. But this is a completely defensive operation. The roof has collapsed on this business right here on Century Boulevard at La Brea. This firefight started at about 10:30, so it's been going on now about 90 minutes, just under 90 minutes. Purely what they call a defensive fight now. They're not going into that business. They also said they had trouble even accessing this building at all because it had multiple security doors, which is also indicative of a marijuana dispensary. So firefighters, they are going to be fighting this fire the way you see right there, from very tall ladders spraying down into this business. Look at the black smoke that is going over this neighborhood in Inglewood. That is usually something you see when we have something like an auto parts or tire fire. Whatever is inside of that possible dispensary certainly is putting up a lot of thick black smoke, which means that fire is very active in there. And there are no reports of any injuries, and they have not called any evacuations for the neighborhood that smoke is going over, but they have called for evacuations in the businesses and buildings directly adjacent to this building that is on fire. Now, LA County Fire continues to fight this there. They have called this a second alarm, which means they are getting help from surrounding fire stations here. It's not just the fire crews from one fire station as they try work now into the 90-minute mark here trying to get this fire out. But you can see they're just going to hit it from the top because that roof is basically collapsed now. And they're on the roof of the building next door, which is a motel.
What I keep focusing on is that motel because it seems to be separated from the building that's on fire by a very small alleyway.
Yeah, it is a really small alleyway under there. Firefighters being very careful. The flames were approaching that motel, but they've sort of stopped there. But we're seeing a lot of that black smoke billowing up with a lot of force.
And still flames.
Yeah, that's indicative that something is burning really hot in there, Sheba. We're going to keep SkyCal overhead for this one.
All right, guys, we're going to continue to monitor this huge fire in Inglewood. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.